Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mike here, visiting with my Girl Meets Money, or Girl Meets World, Girl Meets Money review. Lots to talk about, as well as big Farkle stuff, and throwbacks to other Disney Channel series. So, let's get started. Okay, so a lot of stuff happened in this episode. Pretty good episode, I have to say. It's one of the more interesting ones of Season 2. Like, just storylines that they're, doing, and we have to see, a little bit more of Farkle, a little bit more of his history of his family, a little bit more of Minkus, and his background ever since, Boy Meets World ended and transitioned into Girl Meets World. So a lot of stuff. Also, Disney Channel throwbacks. So you guys remember in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I believe it was season 1 or season 2. I can't remember exactly. It was not season 3, I know that for sure. It was probably season 2 or season 1, I cannot remember. But it was the episode titled Poor Little Rich Girl. You got to see London kind of stripped down after she lost her fortune. Same thing's kind of going on. They have not lost their fortune. They're kind of getting back into it, and, he lost everything, but, it turned out fine. Not as big as when London lost her fortune in that episode, but you kind of got to see a little bit more of her. She never got to see her dad as much, and it kind of brought her and Maddie together. Kind of just showed you a little bit of what it's like. Also, Jessie, season 4 had a big episode where they lost their fortune as well. The Rosses lost their fortune. Another big stripped down moment. Not as much as stripped down as this one. I feel like they were a whole family and it was kind of harder to do big emotional moments like Farkle and London. But big thing for this. So it's kind of like a Disney throwback when you think about it. Just some of the other Disney Channel series that have had rich characters lose their money, which is really fun. I like to see them change it around every time because it's a different story every time. London's story was totally different from Farkle's story, whereas the Ross's story, totally different from Farkle's story. So I like how they're doing that, and I like this episode for that as well. But let's talk about it. So Farkle, they're doing this big thing with money. Farkle learns that his father has lost all of his shiny things. And we also have, he doesn't want his friends to go over to his house because he's embarrassed of it. And, it's so weird for Maya. Maya and Farkle had a lot of these moments in this episode. For Maya to have her house like that and have a room that's basically a box. Whether, and other like Farkle, who has this huge, like, penthouse manor, okay, and has all of these, like, crazy things. See that telescope back there in the background? All of these awesome, crazy, planetarium ceiling or whatever? A train? What? So I feel like it was really cool to see that as well. I think that each time Disney does a rich character, it just goes even more up over the top. Sweet Life was a little bit more realistic. I feel like Disney has gone like unrealistic, but it's still possible, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it was really this big episode about money. Really, I really have to give it to Corey Fogelmanis of stealing the show. I think the acting level on Girl Meets World pretty much stays the same, unless it's something with Rowan. I feel like Rowan's the strongest. Out of when they do a big emotional episode, Rowan's probably the strongest actress in the show. But in terms of episodes like these, I'd say Corey Fogelmanis is really good. I really liked what he did in this episode. So, yeah, it was really cool. We also got to see Mr. Cuban. I can't remember his first name, but Mr. Cuban was in this episode as well. Really liked how that went down. I don't know if he's a real person. Does he actually own the team? I don't know if he was a real person or not, but it seems like he was. So that was really cool to see him as well. And let's see what else happened in this episode. Maya had, like I said, Maya had some really cool highlights with her room as well. And just talking about money, on a side story, Topanga dealing with Augie, they were kind of teaching Augie the ways of the money. Whereas it's not really how much you get paid, it's what you contribute to the other people. Whereas, Corey is teaching young people to rise up and get those jobs, like lawyers and doctors. And Topanga is helping people, which is just really cool as well. So I feel like this episode overall was a really good episode. I really liked it. I think that, like I said, in terms of this episode, like episodes like these, Farkle did really well. Really liked Peyton Meyer in this episode as well. Rowan, she was pretty good in this episode. I'm not saying that she was the best one. Like I said, I really think that Minkus as well. I can't remember his name. Lee Norris, right? Was really great as well in this episode. It's just like big Lee Norris and Corey Fogelman stuff in this episode, which is why I had to rank them top in terms of the actors on the show right now. And then, what do you guys think? Comment down below. What did you guys think of this episode? I think that the money aspect of it was really nice. It didn't get too much into a big storyline. We got to see Farkle's house a little bit, which is really exciting. And just talking about how money can't change their friendship, and money, it's just this big thing that's going on. and I really like what they did with it in this episode. So links up there to my other Girl Meets World videos, links up there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. And also about the Sims channel, I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming today or not. I've had some trouble with the live streaming in the past. I don't know when it's going to be fixed. It might not even live stream. Maybe not until like a month or something. I don't know. It just seems like it's getting a little bit worse. So I don't want to, kind of mess that up. Also, big update coming. I'm waiting for it to come through, though. I'm waiting for this big update to come through. It's a huge, huge, huge life-changing thing that's going on right now. And it's a big update. I'm not going to tell you guys about it yet because it's not actually all the way through yet. But when it does get all the way through, I will tell you. So updates I'm going to be doing. My next video is obviously Bunked. Bunk's going to come next. Then I actually watched the Casey Undercover finale. I've already seen it. Tonight it's going to be airing. I'm going to do my video for that before it airs, just because it's a special, kind of a spoilery video. So I'm going to be doing a special for that air. It was amazing. The CG in the beginning, but it was awesome. The CG in the back half of the episode, incredible. Which we will talk about in the video. So if you guys want to see that, don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.